Hi Leute, willkommen zurück zu Genshin Impact. Wir gucken uns jetzt bald Legendenauftrag an. Das heißt, es wird ein langes Video, nehme ich mal an. Und dazu einmal hier vor die Statue.
If the Tenryou Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands right now.
Exactly. So let's keep the discussion going and see if we can find a solution.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that time.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me Ippe.
Well, the Tri-Commission's work used to consist of gathering information for the Shogun and carrying out any duties she assigned. But recently, she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since she is refusing to receive any visitors, there is no one to tell us what to do. We all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime, the thunderstorm out at sea has been getting wilder. Yep, that's the one. And all the time it's been there, the storm has never changed in shape or size. But now, it seems to be drawing closer to Inazuma.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of trying to get revenge on us? Oh yeah, you're right. If she really wanted to get revenge on us, she could just strike us with lightning right here, which would also be pretty scary.
I don't think you need to worry about that. The reason we're concerned is that we've never known the almighty Shogun's will to falter before.
Considering Liyue's god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad sign. A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the almighty Shogun is having health problems. The fact that she won't see anyone right now makes us concerned that things are only going to get worse.
Right. So, before rumors start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here and discuss countermeasures with the Tenryou Commission.
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryou Commission is facing huge internal instability at the moment. The Kujo clan has lost control over the other clans.
Huh? Why is that?
The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Inazuma. Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just a matter of time before the almighty Shogun hands down her decree.
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore. But there's still work that has to be done.
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health, there might be a way through. But
My lack of ability is to blame. I failed to uncover the truth in time, and I failed to stop my father. And now, as acting head of the clan, I'm failing to quell the unrest.
don't blame yourself, Master. You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns. The Kujo clan can't cope with any more instability in its...
Yes, you're right. Masahito has enough on his plate at the moment. Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in a few days. Right now, I need to go visit Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He's the only one capable of taking charge of the situation.
I suppose. Well, okay, no problem.
I'll come with you, Master.
No need.
Oh,
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the Tenryou Commission have been caused by the Shogun's decision to take some time off. If things carry on like this, people will start to panic.
you can actually do that?
Don't know for sure, but we may as well try.
Sounds like you guys know what to... You know, everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition. Thank you very...
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance to see the Shogun while she's isolating, right? Let's take a trip to...
Okay. Sehr, sehr lange Besprechung hier. Also es ging jetzt praktisch darum, es gibt ja diesen Sturm, den wir selber niemals gesehen haben, der angeblich die Inseln schützt. Beziehungsweise immer die Leute davon abgehalten hat, rauszukommen, außer die paar Leute, die rausgekommen sind, die wir kennen. Oder die ständig reinfahren können, so wie Bidu. Sie fährt ja zu den Inseln, wie sie will. Sie steht vorne.
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me? What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as convincingly as your tongue. Still, your answer has put me in a good mood. So tell me, what is the matter? We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten wilder. Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that something might be wrong with her. All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden from you anyway. Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically. What? Her power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that fateful strike. The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to see her. Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. Crying and ranting and raving. Oh, I could hardly bear to see. You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like that? Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every day seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being? You're saying she's fine, right? I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered somewhat. I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting. But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want, and have seen everything one could ever wish to see? I like that answer. Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu. Thanks, Miko! My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please stay true to your word. Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me.
Hey, behalte ich. Wie alle anderen Questgegenstände, die mir gegeben werden. Wird eingesteckt in ganz tiefe Taschen. Mann. Guck mal, die leben hier alle wieder. Ich dachte, die wären tot. Ich dachte, ihr hättet Sarah alle K.O. geschlagen.
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors allowed.
Oh, we've got a pass.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another. Guji-ai is only authorized. Wait, this is authentic. Understood. Then as the Shogun has apologies, please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Ich werde ihn nur ein bisschen am Arsch treten.
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious? You screw down.
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Oh, we made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate...
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude. That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange.
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing. But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of Euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there. See?
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this. I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business. I am also incapable of it.
What do you mean by
It has been forbidden. Please refrain from making me talk any further.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Oh, it's you two. It's been a while. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
Like beamt. Ja. Kannst du mal aufräumen?
That was terrifying. Would it be so hard to give us a little warning first?
It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting.
Oh, deshalb habe ich das auf Twitter gelesen, dass wir gar nicht für den Elektro-Archon gepult haben, sondern nur für seine Puppe. Weil die Puppe heißt ja nur Shogun und sie, der Archon selber, heißt ja Ei. Deshalb stand das auf Twitter, dass wir nur für eine Puppe gepult haben.
As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity, and thinking takes time. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No, she was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity. That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen circumstances. For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled.
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
Huh? Okay, well, let us bring you up to speed.
I see. So
You can fix it, right?
it's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it. Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things. Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
It's fine, just as long as you can fix it is all.
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
RIP Game, ganz kurz.
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest. And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood.
You mean leave the plane of Euthymia? Yes, you're right. After all, the Shogun is currently unable to take care of business. All right, then. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about.
Tour guides? What's a tour?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right.
There's a familiarity to the scent in the air and the firmness beneath my feet.
Oh nee, ist sie jetzt in unserem...
Now, time for a change.
Sie ist wirklich nur in unserem Kopf.
What is the situation?
Damit das auch
To the liveliest
vernünftig
place
ist.
in town.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
It's the Shogun! What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is...
I appear to have frightened the people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to relax.
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make a more low profile?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, eh?
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Hey, hallo, warum habe ich meine nicht mehr? Was soll das? Ich darf nicht, ne? Ich darf es nicht wechseln. Nehme ich mal an. Vortauschen. Es geht echt nicht. Ich wollte hier zu zweit
Wait a
rumlaufen.
second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either? Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Shogun, excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk?
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
Huh. Why do I feel like she's different than I expected? Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise...
A chance combination. Interesting. May I try this drink?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly.
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
Also sie braucht nur mal wieder was zu essen nach ein paar 100 Jahren, wo sie nichts gegessen hat.
It's a little bit like... porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial. Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dango milk must...
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are...
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just have the Yashiro Commission order a few hundred cups and go door-to-door delivering them.
No, almighty Shogun. That's too much.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on dango milk. Oh, I would no. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. But by the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yae Publishing House to sell some sort of light novels. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine.
Sure, let's go.
Hatte ja gesagt, dass sie auf Novels und Süßigkeiten steht. Und praktisch das machen wir jetzt auch.
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Yae Publishing House?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand.
She just wants to browse your books.
The almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Yae Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general...
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Well... Okay then. There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just finished compiling them into a saleable form. Don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
Okay. Let's go then. Huh. How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material? I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations? Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilichurl is that I only need to eat sansetias to become stronger. It's so long. Is it true that hilichurls grow stronger from eating sansetias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device. So it's made up? What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable? Also, I'm fairly certain that hilichurls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting hilichurl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now. How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very entertaining.
All right, leave it to us. We'll be... This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against. Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood. Yeah, she has so much love to give. She deserves it. The plot is really gripping. But would A really understand this kind of mortal romance?
Ich muss alle durchklicken. Uiuiuiui.
With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about letting A look around. Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble. Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this... What a strange person. Why would someone want to be a novelist that bad? Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world. You do have a point. That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
Sind wir endlich zu zweit hier. Anstarrwettbewerb. Wer gewinnt? Mist, ich hab zuerst gewinnt.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories. Why are there 7 people all striving to have a relationship with a single male protagonist? Is this some sort of narrative device, too?
Not really. It's a pretty normal story. You know, where the guy can only choose one girl in the end.
I see. Yes, this is an important relationship, so he must choose wisely, but the decision-making process is a source of agony and conflict. So, could the author not simply add a narrative device whereby the main character could accept the feelings of all 7 admirers at once? Yes, that would solve it.
That would be the most boring love story ever!
Love. Narrative devices are truly mysterious things.
So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we picked?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent in terms of the effects of time upon Inazuma. Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plane of Euthymia, there was no Yae Publishing House, and certainly no stories of this kind. In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. A nation that, in theory, should remain entirely unchanged over time. But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time. I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of Euthymia. But the truth is right here in front of my eyes, and I can't deny it.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. But I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me. This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time to come.
Ooh, great idea! A's had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Take a photo? Once again.
It's okay. Come with us. We'll...
So,
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need, basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time. So...
Okay. So what exactly is striking a pose? Ah, I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of visually agreeable action in front. The more I think about it, the more embarrassing it seems. How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. Casual. Okay, let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle to record this.
Petit. So. Klick.
It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the photo we took of you.
Wow. This is astonishing. Is it some kind of magic? It seems to be another copy of me. But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk. I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid, but it actually looks more natural than I imagined. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
That's what makes it so special.
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand this. I need you to explain it again. So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me? If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me?
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Traveler. Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into anybody else's hands.
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that. My existence... I think I am me. There is only one of me, but I can exist in many different forms. It's not important what form I exist in. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence. The question of whether or not she is me is not determined by any of her components.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constantly changing my form of existence. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging? Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from beyond my existing sphere of knowledge. You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding of things. Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one I remember. But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today is no longer Inazuma. Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent god were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened. Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tight.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out. And that means that we've done a really great job as her guides.
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so... Oh, that sounded like Ippei. What could be the matter?
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Yep. Let's find out what's going... Hey, Ippei! What's...
Ah, it's you. Huh? You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji?
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling out, so we came to see what was going on.
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations, and I'm starting to get worried. In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he just found somewhere he likes and lost track of time. But for some reason, today...
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan, I presume.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home, Master Kamaji is currently serving as representative of the Kujo clan.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryou Commission at present.
Forgive us, almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its duty. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryou Commission is in decline. So, Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan.
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters, right?
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been faithful.
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I've searched all over the city. If he really hasn't returned... Yeah, I thought of that possibility too. But no need. I'm only a lowly servant. I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have...
Let's go see what's happened. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if... Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision.
Thank you so much, Shogun. Let me mark out the location of the...
Das ist neu.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this. I feel something that doesn't belong here.
Huh?
We should proceed with caution.
Was ist hier los?
It's my lucky day!
There is no escape!
How's this?
Why are there Ronin here? This is a Tenryou Commission base!
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way.
To the ferry, let's get down to business.
Adventure time!
Say no more!
Shake your ass!
My blade!
Lass dir das bitte, danke.
Get out of here!
More!
Also ich versuche gerade den Ring aufzunehmen, ne? Deshalb.
Let's light it up!
Shake your ass, sir! Can't handle your drink!
My blade!
There is no escape!
Say no more! Ferry.
So, kriege ich noch einen Endboss, den wir mal shotten können. Du bist kein Endboss. Hallo, ich habe gesagt Endboss. Hört ihr denn nicht zu?
It's my lucky day.
Illusion shattered.
This is order.
Shine down.
Teamwork is teamwork!
Finally, let's get down to business. Boom!
Ach, hier wisst ihr.
Inazuma shines eternal.
89k. Ganz gut. Mal gucken. Sie hat in der Version Level 82, 240 Angriffskraft, 105 Elementarkunde, 247 Aufladerate, 91 Crit-Schaden, 57 Crit-Chance, 58 Elektroschadensbonus. Okay. Talent. Ah, auf 9. Okay, es ist auf 9. Ja, 681. Plus das hier. Erhaltene Stapelung von Entschlusskraft. Das ist dieser Ring. 0,19 pro Elementarenergie. Ja.
Illusion shattered.
Let's light it up! Let's light it up!
Finally, No.
Sayonara special!
There is no escape.
This!
I'm going in!
To the ferry. Finally, say no more! Ferry. Lucky day.
So, wer möchte noch?
Order guide
Now you shall perish.
Sie ist zwar nicht ganz aufgeladen, oder vorher hat nur einmal mehr Schritte. Ich glaube aber die Stats. Ist jetzt hier das komplette, ne? Ja. Das habe ich schon gesehen, dass man sie auch mit dem komplett spielen kann.
Shine down.
Quake! To the ferry.
Also man will einmal komplett diesen Ring aufladen und wenn er komplett aufgeladen ist, will man halt vom Shogun die Kuh benutzen, weil der komplette Ring halt ihre Kuh halt noch stärker macht. Das dauert natürlich.
There is no escape.
Weil man natürlich mit den Partikeln das aufladen muss die ganze Zeit. Das dauert halt leider seine Zeit. Zählen auf für die Aufladung. Ist okay, bleibt so stehen hier. das
Crumble! Take this!
Let's light it up!
Stabilize!
Yeah.
That won't work.
Illusion shattered!
Taste my this! This isn't over! Fall before me!
Why do they never miss?
Cheap tricks!
Think you can bully me?
This will
Can't handle
do.
your drink? Huh.
Stabilize!
There is no escape!
That won't cheap tricks!
Also voll aufgeladen ist das. Wir haben ja hier noch diese, glaube ich, und bei diesen 5 kleinen Punkten, die da noch sind.
Cut down! Like this. Fall before me!
Dann auch noch Symbole sind.
Shine down!
Pew pew.
I'm ready! Solidify!
Und was auch cool ist, selbst Songlis Pillar macht dann den zusätzlichen Elektro-Damage.
Gather!
Selbst der verstärkt sich damit.
Everybody stand back!
Vice!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Ist er echt hinter mich gesprungen?
Illusion shattered!
Bist du halt so. Also es war jetzt ein bisschen rumgespielt, wir hätten die alle viel schneller wegmachen können.
Look, it's Kujo Kamaji. But who's he with?
Almighty Shogun!
Shogun, what are you?
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is going on here.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryou Commission recently.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin and Kairagi to keep guard?
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately. It was just a...
Silence. Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your turn.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent misconduct.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast all along and fought back against the crisis. These are all falsehoods.
Says who? Why, you two-faced...
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good, so they'll be first in line to reply. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it under duress?
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating here.
I believe I now understand the situation.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word they say can be...
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan, you wish to become the new Tenryou commissioner. Do I understand?
Well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the Tenryou Commission to offer our lives in service of the almighty Shogun.
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryou commissioner. The
Sorry, a duel with the...
The first Tenryou commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down within the Kujo clan ever since. If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must first be a new duel. Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your advanced age and decline? Here you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too afraid to face my blade.
Well...
Well, never mind. What about one of you then? Anyone who can defeat me,
Moment, bin ich das
Takatsukasa
denn
or
jetzt
not,
nicht? Ich
will be appointed the
hab sie
new
schon
Tenryou
verhauen.
commissioner. Does not a single person dare to...
I will challenge you all.
What?
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against me, it cannot atone for the wrongs committed under the...
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father made ought to spell the end of the Kujo clan's legacy in the Tenryou Commission. Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions. I knew that what I was doing was wrong. But that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I understood the situation perfectly well, but I took no action, and I didn't save a single person. I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength, there is nothing you could have done, even if...
Yes. I'm too weak, but if nothing else, and right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, just as the Shogun said a forefather of mine once then please, let me... This is my last chance to do so.
This is patently meaningless, but I accept. The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn. Almighty Shogun.
Tot.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, it is your responsibility to take care of him. You may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small...
Yes, of course. I apologize. I'm sorry. So sorry.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's punishment for the time being. In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the Kujo clan as before.
As you instruct, so it shall be done.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment, you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, My blade will show no mercy.
Understood. Thank you, Almighty Shogun, for your wisdom.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There...
Looten! Sehr, sehr nice, auf jeden Fall. Es ist halt nur wirklich schade, dass man mit ihr so ewig braucht, um das Ding aufzuladen. Aber der Damage war nicht schlecht. Aber ansonsten hatte sie Sternbild? Nee. Ich glaube, sie hatte kein Sternbild. Das hätte man, glaube ich, gesehen. Weil wenn sie Sternbild gehabt hätte eben, dann hätten die Gegner ja 60% weniger Verteidigung gehabt. Ich glaube, dann wären die noch schneller umgefallen. Hätte ich mal nachgucken sollen. Ich habe ja nur bei die Talente geguckt. Scheiße. Okay. Dann machen wir mal ab. Und natürlich hat es eine Stunde gedauert.
When it's time to deal with the situation, you're just like the Shogun. So strict.
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have decapitated Kujo Kamaji without a second thought. I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see it in his eyes. The Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. Kamaji is hardly a great heir to the Kujo name, but he has shown me how some things remain the same even as the world around them changes. I also have you to thank. The things we experienced out on the streets, and the photo you took of me, they helped me come to this realization too.
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to carry on being in charge of the Tenryu Commission?
Not a chance. Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past mistakes cannot be erased. Still, I will give them a little more time. The Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. But I, as A, would like to offer my apologies. I have much to contemplate in the days to come. But at least, I can now see the way ahead. I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat to eternity is still the erosion that comes with time. As I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is because I anticipated that I myself would change over time. But I've made up my mind. So I will do what needs to be done, no matter how difficult it is. This has certainly been a memorable series of events.
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryu Commission, and the people in the city got to see a happy and healthy Shogun. All the awful rumors will disappear in no time. If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
No need. There's no place for such things in my life. Also, please stop making it sound as if I somehow need the company. Okay. I'm ready to head back now. My period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you humans to deal with any minor issues in the meantime.
Okay, see you next time! Considering a lot of what happened was pretty unexpected, things seem to have worked out surprisingly well in the end. The only thing left to do is return the pass permit to Yacht.
Ich wollte ihn eigentlich behalten. Mann.
did you now? Well then. How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying to find her bearings in the big city. Marvelous. What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself. It's fine. She wouldn't mind. Really, she wouldn't. So, from what you were saying, it seems that she has finally begun to comprehend what form eternity should take? That's the most important outcome of this trip. To be honest, I wasn't expecting you'd make such great progress when I lent you the pass permit.
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna force everything to stay the same way anymore.
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven can't do when faced with something even more powerful than themselves. Take a guess. Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip and even had the chance to see A's less formal side. Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again. She would never admit to it, but she does, in fact, get quite lonely.
What? But she said she doesn't need—
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others, just that the idea of a god having company seems indulgent to her. But you don't belong to this world. Perhaps you are just the company she needs.
Und geschafft. 1 Stunde, 7 Minuten. Uff. Aber nice. Und ich habe mich gefreut, dass man zum Schluss doch nochmal richtig kämpfen konnte. Und dass man dann gesehen hat, dass man sie auch anders bilden kann, als sie halt im Probelauf ist. Tja, da werde ich mir endlich mal anschauen müssen, welche Artefakte ich auf ihr spiele. Aber wahrscheinlich nicht als Main DPS. Da hat man ja gesehen, es dauert sehr lange, doch diese Verstärkung aufzubauen für ihre Crew. Naja, man könnte vielleicht, wenn man jetzt Main DPS spielen will, halt mehr Charaktere reinnehmen mit Waffen, die halt viele Elementarpartikel erzeugen, damit man diesen ollen Ring schneller aufgeladen bekommt. Aber ob sich das dann lohnt, dass man anstatt dann für einen Kampf einfach nur die Ult einmal anmacht, oder ob man erst noch 1 Minute ständig zwischen allen Charakteren hin und her wechselt, um die ganzen Partikel zu erzeugen, damit ihre Attacke dann einmal stärker ist. Ja, muss man schauen, kommt auf den Spielstil an. Was ich gesehen habe, ist... Wo ist er? Mit ihm zusammen.
For justice.
Und mit Klee zusammen.
Tada! Klee is here.
Praktisch in dieser Kombination, weil der Shogun selber ja die Defense von den Gegnern runter macht auf Sternbild 2. Klee kann das ja auch. Ist das? Ja. Macht auch die Verteidigung runter, genauso wie der Shogun. Das in Kombination plus dann halt den Buff. Natürlich. Plus dann nochmal die extra Schwerter. Und dann die Kombination aus Elektro und Hydro. Hat bei einigen schon sehr gut ausgesehen da mit dem Damage. Mal sehen. Vielleicht spiele ich es ein paar Tage, ein paar Wochen in der Kombination. Aber dann müsste ich sie halt auch noch hochbekommen auf T2 und Kli auch. Wäre eine Menge Arbeit, wäre nochmal eine Menge Puls. Aber ja, das ist die Kombination, die ich schon mal gesehen habe, die man mit ihr spielen kann. Ja, muss jeder selber wissen, wie er das macht, wenn er sie dann drin hat. Aber die meisten spielen sie wohl als Support. Okay, und das war's dann von dem Legendenauftrag vom Raiden Shogun. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Ciao, Leute.